Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to our Lighting Systems Monthly 20 at 10 series. This month, I'm very excited to introduce to you Filippo Rossi, CEO and our Western Regional for Axolight. Axolight has a new and very innovative and quite unique product called Poses that Filippo is going to introduce and present for us today. Filippo, take it away.
Thank you very much, Linda, for the introduction. As Linda said, I'm the CEO and also your regional for Axolight USA. Axolight, for those of you who are not familiar with our brand, we are an Italian decorative lighting company. The company was founded in 1996 on the outskirts of Venice, the Italian Venice, not the Venice, California. And the good news is that we also have a US branch in less exotic Connecticut, where I'm based. But it is great because we are quite close to you, let's say only 3 hours away in terms of time zone. And we also keep quite a good inventory in Connecticut, where I'm based. Axolight was mainly famous over the last few years for large-scale pendants, which we still manufacture. We have pendants which are 6-8 feet in diameter. But today I'm going to tell you about a modular system, which is even more exciting. So as you can see here on the screen, the keyword is really modularity. Because with Poses, our latest collection, we want you to have a chance to create something unique, something custom, using a toolbox of off-the-shelf available components. So we have those components stored now in the US, and you can unleash your creativity and create something unique. So let me go a little bit deeper into that and explain, first of all, why this collection is called Poses. So let's go back to school for a second. The concept of poses was coming from geometry. Maybe you remember from your studies, Euclid is the Greek father of planar geometry, and planar geometry is based on very simple elements. We have the point, we have lines, and we have, of course, planes. Those are also the key elements of poses. So we are using some linear lighting elements which are connected with some circular satellites. What can you do with poses? A lot of interesting and fun composition, like for example, this one. This one is a very big pendant, as you see, multiple elements. Here you start getting an idea of what you can do with poses. First of all, you will notice you can do angles. So not just 90 degrees, but you can do steps of 30 degrees angles. And then you can have up to 4 lighting elements connected to the same satellites. You will also notice that we have sometimes the linear lighting element facing down, sometimes facing up. This is because we want to give you in this composition a combination of direct and indirect lighting. But the beauty of poses is that every single lighting element can rotate 360 degrees. So let's say you have this meeting table, you need more light, all you have to do is rotate your profile. And they rotate seamlessly, 360 degrees. So that means it's not just up and down, but you can put some light on the wall, you can put it down or put it up. And this can change even after the installation. So this was a big pendant. And using the same elements, you can also create something fun on the wall. So here you see we created what looks like a lighting sculpture, like a 3D cube, which is on the wall. So for the installation on the wall, we will provide standoffs. Here we are using our shortest standoffs, which are just 3 inches protruding from the wall. And then you can create your own design. You will also notice that some profiles are illuminated and some not. So that's, again, up to you. Every profile can come with an LED or without an LED. Sometimes you just need a structural or an architectonic element to complete your drawing, and that's what you can do with poses. So also here, Now you see all the profile facing the wall, so all indirect lighting. But if for some reason you need more light because you're reading a book, all you have to do is rotate one profile. Or if you want to do a nice wall wash effect, again, you have to rotate your profile. Now let's look at something which is more, let's say, office space, commercial. Here is another installation. And here you start to understand the potential of poses, because it's the same system, the same product, but from here to here, it looks completely different. So what we did here is we created those kind of honeycomb structure with hexagons. Again, a mix of illuminated and unilluminated profile. And here you see that this combination is a little bit more sticking out from the ceiling, because we are using the second alternative standoff, which is 9 inches. So we had 3 inches before on the wall, and this is the 9 inches standoff. So super flexible. As you see here, you could even start from the wall, start from the floor, go up along the wall, and then go on the ceiling. And all you need is, again, our standoff and our profile, which can be rotated. Of course, you cannot, and I mean, it's not mandatory to do super complicated installation. You can do also very simple and clean linear pendants like we are showing here. Here you see 3 different lighting elements which are connected, or poses gets as simple as a single linear pendant that you can see here. I will explain you later on that those profiles, they come with different lengths. The shorter one is 1.5 foot. And here you see how the lighting effect is changing if the light is facing down or facing up. Once again, you can also do something in between, so it's not just up and down. You have noticed already that poses comes in different colors, and we are here launching 2 new interesting colors. First of all, we have desert white, which is a kind of warm white. We have then a beautiful Laguna Aqua that looks like a Caribbean Sea. We have then grayish. Grayish, if you're wondering what's the meaning of grayish, is a mix of gray and beige. Grayish has been invented in the 80s by Giorgio Armani, the fashion designer, and we are using the same color for our product. We have then earth red, which is a mix, which is, let's say, a terracotta red, very, very Italian Tuscan flavor. What we really invite you to do is also play with colors. So here you see in this combination we created, which we have nicknamed the bookshelf, because it looks like a bookshelf on the wall. Here you see how nice it is to combine also different color. So your composition can be all in the same color, but you can also mix color and make it more visually interesting. Normally, when I get to this point in my presentation, I get the question, no black, does it come also in black? And the answer is, of course, yes. We can also do it in black. Here you see the same composition, just in black. And we can always do custom color. General rule for Axolight, if you want to do it, let's say in gold, it's fine, we can do it. We just need an RAL or an NCS or a metal chip to match, and we will do it for you. Now we go a little bit more into technicalities. The profile we are using for poses is a very thin profile, is a 1-inch channel. For those of you who are already familiar with Axolight, it's the same profile that we are using for the Euclid. And by the way, very similar lighting output. That means in the same project, you could combine our Euclid rings with poses. As I mentioned already a couple of times, those linear elements can be rotated 360 degrees. So you can choose in which direction you want the light to go. And they can come with or without LED, in case you just need something to complete a certain shape. Speaking of performance, linear profiles, they come in different sizes. the first three sizes are the standard one. What I mean by standard, they are on stock always in our inventory here in the US. So we have 18, 32, and 56 inches. We also have the possibility to do longer runs, 78 inches. In terms of performance, you see the numbers here. We go from 1,000 to 3,000 lumens for the first three, which means more or less 700 lumens per foot. And if you're wondering, okay, but how far can I go? So we provide a canopy. You can always remote the driver. Remoting the driver is always an option. But if you use our canopy, you can put 200 watts driver in the canopy. We recommend not going over 80% of the power. That means you have 160 watts available. With 160 watts, you can power 5 56 inches rod or more of the shorter one. So that means you can get almost to 300 inches or 23 feet away from the single canopy. Then, of course, if you need to go farther, you will put more canopy. And as I already mentioned, there is always the option to remote the driver. In front of the LED strip, there is a diffuser, which has a very good light transmittance, as you see here. And then, as I already mentioned, satellites. What's cool about our satellites is that they are equipped with a magnetic cover, which makes installation very easy and also maintenance very easy. Whenever you need to access those connectors, you just slide out the cover. Satellites, they come with different hole patterns. We have it with 1 holes. We can do 2 holes, which are 90 degrees angle. We can do 2 holes at the opposite size, 3 holes, 4 holes, up to 12 holes. The only rule is that you can have maximum 4 lighting elements going into the same satellite. And as you might understood already, we love customization. So yes, we can also do custom hole patterns and custom angles. Sorry. When we have a wall or ceiling mount installation, as already mentioned, we have 2 kinds of standoffs. We have the 3 inches or the 9 inches. They are in the same color of the composition. On the other hand, when we have a pendant, it is equipped with aircraft cable, quite long, as you see, almost 120 inches. As usual, like all the other Axolight products, if you want them shorter or longer, that's something we can easily do. So, to summarize, the key takeaway for you today is that with poses, you can really unleash your creativity. You can create something unique, from a linear pendants to letters, which are great for branding, to closed loop. Really be super creative with shapes, with colors, without having to pay the price in terms of cost and lead time of a custom product. So the beauty of custom without the cost of custom. And that's the end of my presentation.
Wow, thank you so much, Filippo. Such a fun and great performing light. I'm really looking forward to working on projects, designing the various ways that you can design this for spaces. I wanted to let everyone know that you can put your questions in the chat below. We will be able to answer those questions over the next few minutes. So go ahead and please grab the chat and leave your questions in there. One question that did come up, Filippo, was you're stocking these in Connecticut, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, great. I know you mentioned that in your slide presentation.
Which means, I mean, that's the general rule for Axolight. We stock, I would say, 70% of our product line, and that means we can deliver in California is 5 days
Awesome.
from New York. Yeah.
Awesome. And Serena wanted to know, can you do power over aircraft cable? So that would mean no SO cord.
Well, we can, but this will be a custom product. As I mentioned already, we love customization, and Linda, you know well, because we have been working together for a while. So it will not be the standard solution, but if you have this kind of need, I think our engineer can work it out.
Absolutely. Great. We also wanted to know if the CCT can be changed. Do you have different options?
Yes.
And
Yeah,
what are they?
normally we offer, our standard offering is 3 different color temperatures. So we have 3000, 2700, and 3500. If you have other special needs, that's something we can do. But we already starting with 3 different color temperatures.
Excellent. And are there IES files available on the website?
They are already on our website. Yes.
Awesome.
IES files are already there. Including cut sheet IES files, they are already there on the Axolight website.
Great. Yes, and if anybody needs help working with this system and creating your design, please reach out to your rep at Lighting Systems. That would be your spec sales rep, most likely, or our inside team tech group at lightingsystems.com. Sorry, go ahead, Filippo.
No, and just to explain you a little, so far the creative process has been that a lot of time we just need, a sketch on an email, on a piece of paper, and then we can help you defining, okay, how many satellites, how many. So just send us your drawing, and we together with Lighting System, we will tell you exactly how the configuration is needed.
Yes, we'll give you the support you need to make it come to life. We have one more question. Is it possible to do AC suspension to wall mount transition? Aircraft cable suspension to wall mount?
I think so. Probably we will have to define some bracket, but I would say so, yes.
Okay, great. You're very, very good at customizations and modifications.
Well, that's I think the fun part of working with us is we hardly ever say no to customization. So just to mention a fun fact, one of the projects where we have POSA specified, the architect asked us to create like a kind of alien language on a wall. So we use all this segment to, and it looks like really an alien language. So it's really fun, and I'm sure you guys will surprise us with new ways of using this.
Yeah, can't wait to see those pictures. Well, thank you so much, Filippo, for showing us this incredible new product, Poses. And thanks to everyone who joined our 20 at 10 webinar today. Please make sure to check in for our next one. It's every second Wednesday of the month. And we'd love you to attend them all if you like. The next one will be Lumascape Vestalux product. Thanks very much, everybody, and have a wonderful day. Thank you so much, Filippo.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.